All right, guys. Well, I'm back today taking a look at my go-to high value and budget complete lower assemblies. Whether it's a complete pistol lower or a complete rifle lower, right now I am currently going to Palmetto State Armory. They've got entry-level options starting at $100 for complete lower assemblies, both in rifle and pistol configurations. And they also have some more premium options that we'll be talking about today. But all of them are going to have the same basic internal build structure, minus a few different components, and we'll be dissecting that in this video. We're also going to be talking about some crazy torture testing we've done over the years and really discussing my experiences running PSA lowers. Now, it all starts about 8 or 9 years ago when I was personally looking for something I could afford, started grabbing PSA on my own accord, and making my own purchases. Later, PSA has helped out the channel by sending over some of these complete lowers for test and evaluation for full disclosure, but the majority of them I've purchased myself. Now, the entry-level versions that I really love to take a look at are, especially right now, are some of their complete BLEM lowers with the H&R braces and the pistol configuration starting at 100, and then their complete rifle lowers with the standard M4 style stocks, the straight trigger guard like you see here, and the standard A2 grip. This just happens to be a hybrid version. They also offer options that start creeping up in price with Magpul complete furniture around $119 and B5 Systems furnitures for around $149, and depending on what you want, all of them are going to be really good value. They also incorporate different companies' triggers and components, and the price will go up. But if you're looking for more information, definitely check out the description below. The first line of the description is the absolute first place you should go to after this video if you're interested in any of these. It also helps out the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Now let's dig into some of the components used. All of them, if not most of the ones that I recommend, especially for that bottom tier price point, are going to run the standard mil-spec Cispedition carbine buffer system with the M4 style stock, and again, different stocks as you go up, but the buffer systems are going to have that carbine buffer with the carbine buffer spring, and all are going to run great on a wide variety of complete uppers with no issues that I've seen. Another really cool thing about these is they actually will stake the nut so it does not come loose, and we've dropped some of these from a 40-foot shooting tower, run over them with a truck, and shot multiple complete lower assemblies attached to the uppers with bird shot from 7 yards time and time again, just to really prove out some of the uppers and optics that have been on them. The lowers have just sat on the bottom and have taken the abuse. You can see the scratches, dents, stings, as well as dirt and debris all over them, and they just keep functioning. I've never had a single PSA AR lower fail on me. I have some lowers with well over 3,000 to 4,000 rounds through individual lowers, and collectively I have well over 20,000 to 30,000 rounds through PSA lower without a single parts breakage. They just keep working. If you were going to build one from scratch, they also assemble real easy, so there's going to be no issues there. And everything about them is pretty darn good, especially for the money. The triggers on all of these are going to have a very audible and tactile strong reset, which I love to see in a basic mil-spec trigger. You're going to have some sponginess and creep and a good break. Best trigger in the world? Absolutely not. Great budget trigger? Absolutely. And the key with these PSA is they just go bang every time you pull that trigger. Also, you see a lot of the components used in the PSA lowers just hold up. Again, I'm going to reference some of my torture tests. When running over the buffer tubes with the truck, we never got any bending in the buffer. When the stocks hit the ground after throwing them in the air, slamming them against the car, running them over with the vehicle, we didn't see any of those castle nuts break loose on there, especially with that staking. So that's been great. The triggers, even with dirt and grime in them, just keep functioning and running without issues. And that strong audible and tactile reset never has the triggers hang up. I've tried some other budget triggers in the past on other companies, and some of the LPKs from those other budget companies have sticky triggers, or when they get the slightest amount of debris in them, hang up and mess up the reset. The PSAs just don't do that. The parts interface with a PSA lower to a complete upper has been 100% universal with everything I tried, as long as it's a mil-spec complete upper assembly. Mix and matching with other companies are a breeze, and I've never had a single upper that was not compatible with a standard PSA mil-spec lower. And likewise, I've never had a mag that didn't fit and pretty much drop free in the mag well. So they are very universal when it comes to that respect. In summary, for $100, I don't see how you can beat it. I don't see how you can come anywhere close. And if you decide to spend a little bit more money and grab some with different upgraded components from the factory, you're going to save even more money because of PSA's massive buying power. They leverage those companies in sheer volume and get things for prices other companies can't compete with. So when they put them on their complete lower assemblies, you know you're saving money and you're saving a ton. Again, for more information, check the first line in the description. I greatly appreciate you guys' support over the years, and I also appreciate PSA for sending stuff out. But regardless if they send stuff out or somebody else has sent stuff out, these are the ones that are my go-to, and that's evident because I actually just purchased this one myself for an upcoming project, and I'm pretty excited. Thanks for watching, guys. Check the description. Have a good one.